I was living in Ramallah in the West Bank and working in East Jerusalem for a Palestinian research organisation. And the Israelis had been excavating around some of the Muslim holy sites, and Palestinians had been protesting, and this had escalated into some quite serious violence. And I remember my co-worker saying to me, Julia, you should just get home. So I got myself a shared taxi, and I remember there was an old man and a young boy in the taxi with me, and the border had shut between the West Bank and East Jerusalem, so we had to go off road. And I remember hearing shooting, but we weren't sure where it was coming from. Shooting was getting louder and louder, and we were in some kind of suburb of Ramallah, and we got lost, and the driver drove down this long suburban road, got to a dead end. We couldn't go any further, and the shooting was really loud. And we just didn't know what to do. I think we all panicked. And I just remember sort of getting out of the cab and lying on the floor, lying on in the gutter between the pavement and the car. And the shots were so loud, I just put my hands around my head to try and protect my head, which I knew was completely futile, but that was the only thing that I could sort of think of doing. And I remember sort of thinking, well, the bullets will come through the car door as well, so it's pointless just being here. And saw this little boy sitting opposite me. He was praying out loud, and I said, don't you think we should try and get into one of the buildings? And he said, no, because that's where the shooting's coming from. And it was just, it's just really scary because we didn't know who was shooting, we didn't know who they were shooting at, we didn't know whether they were Israeli or Palestinian. It was just all really confusing and scary. So eventually we realised that we just had to get back in the cab and trying to get out. So we persuaded the driver to just sort of get back in the cab, and we sort of lay down on the floor of the cab, and he was just sort of shouting, the world's on fire, we're all going to die. But he reversed out and managed to find the centre of town in Ramallah. And I remember getting out of the cab and shaking the hands of the little boy and the old man, and we all said Alhamdulillah Salami, which means in Arabic, thank God for your safety. And I don't think I've ever meant it so much as I did that day.